Mic check. 1, 2, mic check. We are live. You thought we were dead, we're not. In studio, it's Gary and T Grizz with special live guest, Stat Guy Lance.
What?
Today is Monday, October 10th, or when you're listening to this, possibly Tuesday, October 11th. We are back. Tyler, after a long-awaited return, we have come back to the microphones just as we said we would. We're back. What do you have to say to our 15 to 20 strong listeners out there?
Just glad to be back. It's been a busy couple of weeks, especially in the sports world. We missed a lot, but we'll catch up.
There's been a lot that's been going on in the sports world. We've started playoff baseball.
I've actually been watching baseball.
We've started playoff baseball.
But that's the time to start watching baseball.
We have in-studio Stat Guy Lance, so when baseball talk comes around here, we're going to give him the microphone.
I can honestly, he could.
You can just give him your microphone for that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, football, we're about a quarter of the way through the NFL season. We're close to halfway through the college season. I think we kind of understand.
Isn't that crazy?
It kind of sucks.
Week 5 compared to, 7?
You don't even really... Week 6 in college football.
Oh, but that's half the season.
Yeah, right.
It's
not really half the season. It's half the regular season.
Yeah, they just take a month off because of college kids.
Yeah, exactly.
They have to see their families.
Okay, so let's do NFL.
Okay.
Let's start with the hometown.
Were the
hometown
Jags
favorite.
the last time we recorded? Were we winning the Super Bowl, or were we still? After week 1 or 2?
I think we were 1-1 when we recorded last.
Yeah. It was after the football game, the Colts game.
It was after.
Before the Colts game. Then that means we were 0-1. Colts game was week 2. Chargers was week 3. Week 4 Eagles. It
was the Colts game. I think it was the Colts game that we recorded after. Well, anyway, a lot's changed even since then.
We're back to normal.
Yeah, no, it's not good. I do think the Jags are better than they were last year, though.
Yeah, we're complaining about 2 and 3.
Your thoughts on that, Lance?
My hopes are that it's only up from here. But the reality, I feel like it might be pretty level from here. Maybe like a few minor ups and downs. But after this past week,
not a lot of hope.
It's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
There's not a lot of hope in Jaguars country right now. Or maybe there is.
We need a little, not a coaching change, but the coaches need to change it up. How about we just run the ball more? How about
it was
we do
weird.
That? Can we ask that one thing?
Yeah, and James Robinson not getting a lot of carries doesn't make much sense to me, to be honest.
I was telling Lance before you walked in here. Second half, ETN had 3 carries, James Robinson had 4, and Trevor threw it 28 times.
I don't understand that. Clearly, He had some bad throws on Sunday.
I don't count the last pick, but he could have he could have reached over with his arm from there.
You know what I have more of a problem with than the interception in the end zone? The thing I have more of a problem with is that the Jags have had 3 chances this year to tie the game or win the game in the fourth quarter to go on a drive. And look, not every quarterback is Tom Brady. They're not all going to take you down the field. But what I have a problem with is our just inability to just at least even look like we have a threat of getting 6 points or 3 points on a final drive. We just don't.
Fun fact. All 3 losses, Trevor has a pick on the last
That's
throw.
what I'm saying. A pick or a turnover because he fumbled it in whatever.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, not good. That's the thing I hate about the Jags. And I don't know. Maybe they're young and they need a year or 2 more. But I don't know.
We had a lot of missed tackles, but other than that, the defense has been playing pretty decent.
The defense gave up 6 points yesterday. 6.
13.
Or, yeah, whatever. They had 6 points through. And that Trayvon Walker made a dumb play to extend that, though.
Yeah, you can say that loss in the game in that moment, but in hindsight, we should have had 28 points.
Yeah. Oh, easy. And it didn't look that bad in the stadium.
Double the yards. Double the first downs. About, I think 5-6 more minutes of possession.
Unfortunately, Lance and I were at the stadium. All right, that's enough of that. We'll see what happens next week against the...
Do we play the Colts again?
The Colts in Indianapolis, so hopefully get a win there.
Wait, another note. Isn't it kind of funny? If you looked at the schedule before and you said we were 2 and 3, I would have bet that it would have been the Commanders and Texans we beat.
Yeah, it's weird. We've won the games that I wouldn't have thought
Colts
that we won.
iffy either way. And then we would have gotten,
The Chargers? That was a weird game, though. It was a weird game. Everyone on the Chargers was hurt. It didn't even feel like it was a football game. It felt like a preseason game.
And the Eagles, that game was fucking bad weather.
Not good. All right, so that's the Jags. Who else in the NFL is sticking out to you right now? For me, it's I think in a good way. I think the Vikings look really good, to be honest.
I don't know how the Giants are 4-1. They beat the Packers.
Yeah, the Giants still feel
They're
fraudulent,
suspect,
though.
and
They
so
still feel
and you know I don't give.
fraudulent
I'm
to me.
gonna say so were the Cowboys.
Whoa, I don't know. I actually disagree with that. Their defense is sick.
Dude, the Rams suck. Matt Stafford throws 3 picks a game.
Yeah, well, it's
Who did
because
they play the week before?
they've played 3 good defenses this year. They've played the Bills, they've played the Cowboys, and they
They
played
didn't play the Bills. They did not beat the Bills.
who?
The Cowboys.
I'm talking about the Rams.
Oh,
The Rams have lost to good defenses.
remember when they beat
getting-
the Falcons by 4?
Yeah, I'm not saying the Rams are good. I think the Rams are bad. I don't think they're bad. I don't think they're what? Okay, Lance, Stat Guy Lance coming from the clouds. Okay, the Rams have had it tough.
Started off with Bills.
Yep.
They looked pretty bad in the Falcons game.
They look bad.
They played Arizona.
Nah,
That was a
they go either way.
Yeah. Niners and Cowboys last 2 weeks.
I'm high on the Niners right
Now
now.
pull up the Cowboys schedule. I want to see how dog that is.
I'm
They
high on
beat the. We already know they beat the.
I'm very up on the. Who'd I just say?
The Vikings.
No, the Vikings, but I just said someone else.
Cowboys? I mentioned the Giants and Cowboys, and then you started talking about the Rams.
He just said it. I don't know.
Bills?
Whatever.
Cowboys got Eagles, Lions, and Bears next. So
Ooh.
1 and 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
think
They're getting
the
Dak
Eagles
back.
game's primetime.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the Eagles are sick. They're good, man. They're good.
nasty.
Yeah, they're really good.
About Miami then.
Nah, Miami's fraudulent. I'm calling it.
Not saying they're good. I'm saying they.
If Tua Smarty just doesn't play and takes his suing money.
Yeah, he'd make 10 times more doing that than he would honestly finishing his NFL career, which is kind of crazy to say. But yeah, who else do you have to talk about in the NFL? The Bears look really bad. Oh boy, the Lions got smoked yesterday. Same old Lions.
Imagine putting money on the Lions money line yesterday.
I did that too.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
I put $40 on the Jags under though.
Did you?
43.5. I think it got to a 19.
You know what I did the other day?
Did you bet the over?
No. I texted everyone and I said it's welcome to Locktober, Tennessee -2.5. And boy, I hammered that at a nice clip, and it returned on investment just as promised. I also parlayed that with the under and cut my losses nearly in half. Actually, over half from the week, and it was a bad week. So yeah, had that. That was good. Gators, I got nothing to say about the Gators. I got nothing to say. Tennessee, whatever. I don't care.
We were playing golf instead.
Yes, which has been way better. Oh, in other news, golf trip. Well, neither of these two are going on. Stack Guy Lance and T Grizz are out. Golf tripping coming to Charleston this weekend. Possibly get a video while we're out there, but probably not. But we'll see. Maybe. Stabilizer. I'm gonna take the stabilizer with me, so that way at least do a par 3 video, something. I got to hold up mine to the course vlog. Lance is saying course vlog. Yes. What else in college football? Oklahoma sucks. Bad. Brent Venables is gonna get fired at the end of the year. Oklahoma's.
He should be. I mean,
he's
Dylan
awful.
Gabriel also sucks.
Who does?
Dylan Gabriel.
Oh, I know, but I mean, scoring 0 points at Oklahoma, that's going to get you fired.
Big time.
Those people are not going to, I mean, they're not as crazy as like LSU fans and like SEC fans, but those people are going to be calling for his fucking
They're
neck.
old white cranky
I know.
people. Like,
they're going to be calling for Venables' neck soon.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, they're going to be out in his house
They're
with
probably like FSU.
pitchforks.
They're probably like FSU. If the alumni say we're gonna stop giving you money, that guy's gone.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting one. Alabama, I think. Hey, I got something to say about Alabama and Tennessee. I think Tennessee beats Alabama this weekend.
I'll take you up on that.
I think this is the year that they do it.
I'll take you up on that.
In what way?
I'll take Bama.
Ooh, are we doing
Bama minus 7.5 right now.
Lance is giving us Bama minus 7.5. Gosh, but when I just think about like having to actually do that,
It's at Rocky Top, and it's still 7.5.
Yeah, but you're betting against Saban.
Now, if I had to bet spread, I would bet the Tennessee plus 7.5. But
No.
if I have to bet a team to win,
Do you think it's gonna be okay? I don't think it's.
Do you remember?
Tennessee wins or they don't cover. There's no in between.
Do you remember my analysis when they went to Texas?
Alabama? Yeah, it was spot on. And then the same thing happened with
concept.
them in A&M too. They
Same
didn't play well.
concept.
And they
this
fucked
team's
around.
good.
They almost lost to Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the same concept. But, I can't. So wait, but you just said earlier that you would take Bama
Straight up. But I would take Tennessee
plus
spread.
the points.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so you didn't seem a tight one.
Oh, yeah.
I think Bama's due.
I think it's like
They're
40.
close against A&M and Texas.
They're close against A&M and Texas.
Tennessee's the better team out of both of those other ones. I think they're due for a big loss.
Stat guy Lance from the clouds
I think
indicates
Bama
Alabama losing.
I think Bama beats Florida by at least 35.
Alabama doesn't play Florida. Oh, you're saying just
But
hypothetically?
what did Tennessee was?
35 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Florida's very bad.
That's also in the analysis in my brain right now.
Yeah. No, that'll be it's gonna be very funny to watch on TV. Georgia playing Florida. That's gonna be very, very sad to watch.
Joke's on you. We're gonna go tailgate before the game and be too pissed drunk to watch it.
I'm not going anywhere near that stadium if Florida.
You say that every
if
year.
Florida goes in there, yeah, every year. No, I'm not going. I won't be in the same county as that stadium on that Saturday. No way. They're gonna get smoked. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be embarrassing to wear orange and blue.
Yeah, it'll be a tough one, but you still got to represent. You still got to represent. What else do we have going on?
Never know. Treon Harris beat Georgia.
Yeah, I know. Florida. It's a weird game. It's always a weird
They
game.
almost lost to Mizzou.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
I'm just saying, like, so teams can get close to them.
That doesn't give me the heebie-jeebies about Georgia, though. I think they're.
Oh
fine.
no, I think we're gonna lose bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's a 3% chance that it's not bad.
Should we scurry back into? We're just gonna keep talking football.
Matt
Whatever
Rule got
comes to mind.
fired.
Matt Rule got fired. The Carolina Panthers in his tenure 11-27.
There's no one in the world I'd rather be than Matt Rule.
Yeah, Matt Rule. He's gonna get $40 million
To do nothing.
to do nothing over the next, I think, 3 years. They're gonna give him $40 million.
Yeah, it's $800 and some $1,000 a game.
Oh, a month. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, which is that's good. That's actually, you should try and do that at your job. You should try and get fired if they're going to pay you that big of a severance package. I don't know why he didn't start playing or
It was
coaching.
a 7-year
more poorly.
process.
Yes, right. It was a
Like
7-year
Jay-Z.
process. He only got through like 3.5 of his years. Is that right? Like 3 1/3.
I want to say 2.5.
No, I think. Or yeah, this was his third year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he didn't do good. He's gonna go. He'll get another
He'll
big
get a college game.
He'll
He'll
get
get good at Baylor.
if he wants to. I mean, shit. I'd probably take a year
do you
off.
think he has to? There's probably some in the contract where if he gets a job, he has to avoid it.
No, probably
think?
not all of it. Maybe some of it.
Maybe some of it,
Maybe
yeah.
some
but,
of it. But
man, I'm sitting 3 years and then asking around.
McCarthy, he's gonna pull a Mike McCarthy. He's gonna do the thing where he sits in his basement for a year or whatever and pretends like he's still keeping up with all the football, and then like goes and gets a big job the year after.
You want to hear
That's
a
my call.
wild prediction? Just
Four,
absolutely
in
wild.
reference to.
The NFL.
Okay.
Steelers fans are
Oh,
up
no.
Tomlin's ass.
Steelers are bad.
What happens when they fire Tomlin and the
No.
Panthers just scurry? They just get Mike Tomlin.
They're not. Well, I don't think the Panthers don't have any good players, and they traded fucking half their draft picks for the next 3 years.
Yeah, well, that's why the Jags are going to get DJ Moore.
Maybe.
Wait,
I saw
no,
the
you know who
Bills.
actually needs him bad? The Packers. They need a receiver.
Why do we need DJ Moore?
Because why not?
Okay, fair enough.
We're
But
the Jags, bro. We have the money and we need talent.
what's your thoughts on Jags getting DJ Moore?
I don't think we need DJ Moore in particular.
Imagine.
But we need a big time number one wide receiver because I don't think these
Dude,
guys,
remember?
these guys are cutting
It hasn't been the last 2 weeks, but remember when Christian Kirk looked like an All-Pro?
Yeah, I tried to trade.
DJ
from
Moore's
in
better
fantasy.
than Christian Kirk.
Maybe. Okay, if the Jags,
Imagine two good, and DJ Moore plays the Z.
my brain is telling me the Jaguars will not even pick up the phone to the Panthers about DJ Moore.
Hey, there's been a lot of trades in between them.
Yeah, there have been
2 or 3 in the last 2 years.
Yeah, did their GM get fired? No, he didn't.
No.
Okay.
The GM fired him.
Oh, classic. Yeah, he's like, no, you're the problem. Yeah.
Dude, imagine saying at the beginning of the year, hey, the Laviska Shenault will be a Panther and DJ Moore will be a Jag.
Whatever.
Just not saying it's going to happen. but
CJ
that'd be pretty
Henderson
cool.
also on the Panthers.
Yeah.
Dog.
Dog.
Who else? Who else in the NFL is there to talk
The
about?
Chiefs and Raiders play tonight.
The Chiefs are electric. The Raiders, actually,
Mahomes is back.
might turn that on the TV in like 15, 20 minutes. Mahomes is the electric factory.
I agree.
The Bears are bad. Justin Fields looks awful. I think he literally has like 40 completions in 5 weeks.
Geno Smith
He
looks
had, like,
elite,
half of them the
and
other day.
Russell Wilson looks like garbage.
Ooh, Russell Wilson looks bad. I do like the classic Russ Wilson move though to like just play like absolutely fucking terrible for the first 4
blame his
weeks,
shoulder.
and then just say that your shoulder's torn, because there's no way his shoulder's torn. It's just not. It's not torn.
He didn't have surgery, so I don't believe him.
It's not torn. He's lying. Yeah, it's like the same shit when he came back from his finger injury 3 weeks early last year, and shocker, he was terrible for those 3 weeks because he couldn't actually even grip a football. That was smart.
The only thing
I'm not a big Russ Wilson
The
guy.
only thing dangerous about Russell Wilson is him throwing the ball.
Yeah,
might
he's,
get hit.
Yeah, he's not fun to watch. He's a clown. He's terrible to listen to. And my God, I mean, it's the NFL front office. They're playing a sick, twisted joke on America by putting them on primetime so much. We don't want to watch. We don't want to see it. We don't want to see it. Look,
Flex him.
I think I said earlier in the season that the Broncos would finish. I think I took the Raiders to win the AFC West, which, by the way, yikes. I said the top 2 teams I think were going to be Raiders, Broncos. That's just wrong. I mean, just wrong.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's, Russell
You had
Wilson.
Packers, Broncos in the Super Bowl.
Not looking good
I
on
had
either
Rams
front.
and Bills, though. I got half of it right, maybe. Chiefs could still beat the Bills. Which isn't this great next
The
week?
Chiefs are good, man.
We gotta watch fucking Russell Wilson on Monday Night Football, but we have to watch Chiefs Bills at 4:25 with Tony Romo.
Why'd you say Tony Romo's name with such despair?
Dude, he's horrible.
Did that really, like, that ruins your afternoon if you have to listen to him?
Yes.
You hate every announcer.
No, no.
Yeah, you do. You hate all the big time announcers.
I think Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson are better than.
I
think Greg Olson's
pretty good.
better than
He's
Tony
good.
Romo.
Yeah, probably. Oh, Jim! I fucking hate that.
My name's Tony Romo, and I'm gonna predict a play every play, and I'm gonna act like you don't know what football is. I'm gonna explain it to you like you're 5.
Yeah, he does do that.
Now, see this receiver here? He's gonna run forward.
You think, hey man, John Gruden, these guys play for the ball. You think
No,
when's
he
he
was
getting back
funny,
in the
though.
booth? When's he getting back in the booth?
What's his name?
What? Gruden. I'm saying when's he getting back in the booth?
No, the guy who was with Gruden is who you were just imitating.
No, I was imitating Gruden.
Oh, but who's
Apparently it
the guy,
wasn't good.
who's the guy he did it with?
I
He
don't
was
know.
good.
Yeah, I don't remember who
He
it
had
was.
the glasses and
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I wish I knew his name.
You know who I'm glad we don't have on there anymore? Fucking Booger.
Dermot? No, that's not him. That's the guy who did it 3 years ago.
Sean McDowell. Stat guy Lance says Sean McDonough. Sean McDonough. That's his name. Sean McDonough.
No. That's the guy. That's the guy who does hockey games, and he did Monday night for 2 years.
Oh yeah, that's right. Whenever, yeah. Okay, enough about that. Who cares? What else is happening in the NFL? The Jets don't look bad.
Yeah, their O line's pretty good.
They look
Goes a
better.
long way.
They look a little bit more promising than the Jaguars. I think they're like more scrappy. Ravens. Oh my God, dude, Lamar is so good. He is so good.
Ron Jaworski.
I would never have gotten that in a million years.
Ron Jaworski.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, I had to circle back there.
No, it's okay.
All of Joe Burrow's talent was in his appendix.
Joe Burrow. What did I say
This
about the
guy.
Bengals at the beginning of the year? Yeah, that guy. What did I say about the Bengals at the beginning of the year?
They were suspect.
I was nuts on with the Bengals. I was right on with the Bengals. They're bad. They're not good. They're not good. Why?
thought
Did you watch the game last night?
I had to go to bed. I had
Why
work.
were they were running fucking? They'd drive all the way down the field and then they would run like weird gimmicky trick plays on the goal line and just like either it would be a turnover or they'd turn it over on downs or have to kick a field goal like every time.
Zach and Press must be brothers then.
They are.
I know.
Oh, nice. Subtle reference. Yeah, subtle reference. Neither of them I guess are like once they get into the red zone they just forget what football is, which is cool.
They had their 2017 Jag season.
Yeah. Wait,
But they're still
was
kinda
Zach-
decent.
Was Zach Taylor on the? What are you talking about?
Zach Taylor is the coach for the Bengals.
I know that.
And Press Taylor is the O coordinator for the Jags.
Oh, you're talking the Bengals had their 2017. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It seems like they did. I think the Bengals are majorly fraudulent. Steelers, staying in that division, might be the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah.
Might be the worst
I'll
team in
take the
NFL.
Texans over them.
Yeah, with Pickett, I mean, Pickett looks not great.
He's gonna throw picks.
He looks not
He
great
looks either
right now.
really good or really bad.
It's a bad name to have as a quarterback, I think. Pickett.
And he wears two gloves on. He wears
I
gloves
think
on
that's
each
a
of his
bad
hands.
name to have because, yeah, sure, you get made fun of as a kid, and you're getting made fun of. Yeah, well, all that shit. But then it's like, I feel like it's gonna actually start to get like abusive from the fans. Like they're just gonna say his name, but his name's gonna be like twofold in his brain, and he's gonna hear Pickett and just be like, "Stop the noise! Stop the horror!" Like after he's throwing 30 picks, and they're Pickett. It's gonna be bad. I think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be flamed out within 2.5 years. That might be a bold prediction, Kenny Pickett. If you're listening to this, sorry.
He's heard it
if you
before.
want to come on here and discuss, just let us know. We'll have you on. Yeah, no, yeah, we'll get you on. We'll get you in Studio 319 where we're operating out of today. Yeah, what else do we have for NFL?
I think that's about. I was trying to think of something else. I mean,
there's nothing really that exciting.
No.
Well, past what we've already talked about. I'm sure there is that we're just not thinking of.
Taysom Hill looked good, but
fuck this.
Fuck
Who cares?
the Saints.
I think I said the Saints were going to win that division, and I was just wrong. There's no. Oh, Brady. Brady's getting a divorce.
Yeah, it's pretty big news.
Yeah, big news.
Hey, I told you something was up. He had meth face. Something was wrong.
We're not going back to that. We're not going back to that.
Sorry, he had.
I'm
getting divorced to my wife, and my kids are going away. Face.
Yeah. Oh, even worse. The worst.
Which one was worse?
The worst face to have. The worst face to have. Poor. You know what? It's sad, dude. But this is, I think, the first time that you can kind of tell, like, the Bucks just don't look good, man. They don't look bad, but they don't look like. They need to figure it out a little bit.
They look like Todd Bowles is their head coach and not Bruce Arians.
Yeah, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's gonna be the same, like whatever." Like, no. Todd Bowles sucks. Todd
It's
Bowles,
all Byron Leftwich now on offense.
Yeah, he coached the. People forget that Todd Bowles coached the Jets and got fired from the Jets. You know how hard that is to do? Get fired from the Jets. So
they give you at least 2 more years than you should.
I mean, he's a good defensive coordinator, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, everybody knows that, but as a head coach, I mean, I don't know. Doesn't looks like there might be a little trouble in paradise down there.
Very.
College football?
We talked about
good games this weekend though.
Florida State sucks.
Florida State lost again, right?
Yeah,
good for them.
I'm not gonna say that they suck.
Good for them.
Yeah, they needed.
Those fans needed that. Just like we needed to lose to Kentucky, they needed to lose 2 in a row.
Yeah, but we didn't need to lose to Kentucky and Tennessee, and then almost to Mizzou.
I'm saying as fans, to get humbled.
Yeah, well, I knew we were going to lose to Kentucky when I sat down in the seats. I could just tell. I tapped my dad on the shoulder in the first quarter, and I was like, we're going to lose this game. Just like at the Jaguars game when I tapped Lance on the shoulder in the first quarter, and I told him I was going to lose. So I have there's a certain touch that I have that if I predict that my team is going to lose in the first quarter, it will happen, regardless of how the day was going to go.
Why don't you just always say they're going to win then?
Well, because I can't. I only have the power of the loss.
True.
But if I sense it, I have to say it. I can't not say it. So I can't withhold the power. If I withhold it, then there's a chance that it could potentially amplify.
True.
And it would maybe ruin things farther even down the line than just that day.
Makes sense.
Playoff baseball. Lance going to take over microphone number 2. Tyler has
It's all about the Mets, baby. Let's go Mets.
It's all about the Mets. Lance is going to have some things
to say. Mets are fraudulent, overrated, horrible.
We're going to let our resident baseball expert just walk you through some of the matchups, give you some predictions on his thoughts, maybe some recaps on the first couple of series. The listeners aren't going to want to hear this, so we won't spend too much time.
I'll breeze through it.
Yeah.
All right. First series we'll look at here, Rays Guardians.
Get that microphone a little closer to your mouth. Don't be scared of it.
Rays Guardians. Guardians beat the Rays in 2 games.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. And the second game went to like fucking 20 innings.
15. They had a 2-hour
game. It was
game.
basically on the entire time during our round of golf.
Yeah, they had a 2-hour game and then a 5-hour game, and then the Rays just Kevin Cash he's not the greatest.
Okay, don't know who that was, but
the Rays head coach.
Oh yeah,
very very bad coach.
Manager.
To be fair, he does a lot with like $90 million.
Yeah, Tyler coming in from the corner, indicating that the Rays spend $0 on their baseball team.
So the Guardians, though, too.
Yes, all this can be confirmed as true.
Yeah, this is not a great series.
I'll chime in real quick on that. Cardinals. I'm a St. Louis Cardinals fan.
That's bad.
You know,
what a bad way for
just
that,
a bad
those
way
three
to go out. Just a really sour taste in your mouth with that happening. I mean, I could tell, just as if I could tell that my teams were going to lose in the first quarter. I could tell that the Cardinals were losing that series. I mean, this is obvious to say. As soon as the Phillies had 3 guys on base on Friday afternoon, I knew it was over. I knew it was done. So I made sure I watched every pitch of the second game so I could see all my guys, all my childhood baseball players just fucking get taken out back like old Yeller and just get slaughtered by the Phillies. And I had to watch it all on TV, and it sucked.
Yeah.
Next series.
That's just
more.
That was just bad. Like,
thank you.
You just hate to see it.
Yeah, thank you, Cardinals, for ruining my weekend. And
the
Jags.
second most overrated team in the playoffs, the Blue Jays. Blue Jays lost to the Mariners.
Boy, the Blue Jays, yikes.
Mariners looking really nice.
Yeah, but they're about to go get. They're gonna go get shithoused.
They're
by
playing like they haven't made the
Astros.
playoffs in 20 plus years.
Yeah, but they're gonna get absolutely fucking zonked by the Astros.
Yeah, that's not looking.
This is America's
Not
team
looking
right
too good
now,
for
though.
them.
This is America's team. People are
Yeah.
forgetting this is America's team.
They got
beat the Astros.
Everyone behind them. Nobody likes the Astros. The Seattle haven't been to playoffs in 20 years, so everybody wants to see them win. So they're gonna give Houston a run for their money, but it's not. They're not gonna make it.
No, yeah, they're not. There's no way. Good analysis on that series. I like that prediction.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Yankees. Give me some Yankees
Well,
talk.
hold on.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean.
Last series, the most overrated team in the history of baseball, the 2022 New York Mets.
Oh no.
You love to see it as a Braves fan myself. You love to see the Mets go down to the Padres. You like when you look at it as a Braves fan, and you go through an entire season of the Mets season, or the Braves season being over halfway through the year. They're down 10.5 games, and then they come back and take the lead
10.5 games
in the NL East at the very last minute, and then the Mets lose in the wild card to the Padres.
Look, that's bad. You can't do that as the New York Mets.
You have Max Scherzer, Jacob deGrom. Bassett's not a bad starter either. And
Hey, Scherzer's done. Dead.
Scherzer might as well
Dead.
start throwing with his left arm.
Yeah, it's over. He's done.
Or the third leg.
As first reported
Or
by
his third leg.
Happy Hour Sports, Max Scherzer retires.
All right.
Just text me.
The next rounds, we're looking ahead here. We'll go to Yankees Guardians. I think out of the top 4 seeds, the Yankees are the most fraudulent. They're going to be the first ones to go, if any of them go.
Who do they play?
They have the Guardians, which is it's a bold.
No way. Do you think that the Guardians will beat the Yankees?
I'm just saying, out of the Braves, Yankees, Astros, and Dodgers, the Yankees. The Yankees
They're the most fraudulent. Yeah, you're right.
They're the most fraudulent out of those
group.
teams. So
Yeah, they are.
if any of them are going to get beat by the Guardians,
It would be them.
It's the Yankees.
You know, but I do think that the Yankees have a little bit of an advantage, though, because, well, an advantage on themselves. They have an advantage on themselves because I feel like this whole, like, fucking cloud of Aaron Judge, like, breaking records is kind of off them now, and I feel like they could just play baseball.
But you could say the same thing about the Cardinals.
No.
With the great year Pujols had, everybody's
The
on the
Cardinals
high.
weren't supposed to make the playoffs, though. They weren't even supposed to really. Well, they could. Yeah, I guess they're a playoff contender, but
Yeah.
but they weren't
gotta-
supposed to. They weren't supposed to like be a World Series team. Like the Yankees are supposed to be a World Series team.
Yeah.
FYI for our listeners, Monday Night Football now starting on in the background. So if you hear any live reactions, that's what's happening.
All right, next series, we'll stay in the AL. We'll go Seattle and Houston. That one, Seattle just doesn't stand a chance. I'm sorry.
No, they're done.
Houston's got Verlander back this year. They had a great year. They got Valdez. And they got
Devontae
Garcia.
Who was that? Sorry.
They're gonna be a tough rotation to go through. Seattle's got the bats, but I just think their lineup doesn't really stand a chance against.
I think it's 5.
Houston.
5 games in this series.
Yes.
5
Yes.
games. 5
It's
games.
so weird. It goes 3, 5, 7, 7.
It used to be 1-5-7.
It used to be one wild card game.
Yeah.
That the team who won then would go
DS
straight
5
down.
games,
I guess that's better.
and then 7 and 7.
So it's
Yeah.
always been 5, 7, 7.
So there's two extra teams this year because they needed.
The new format.
Yeah. Here we go. We'll save the Braves for last. Dodgers, Padres. This one's interesting.
It is interesting, but the fucking Dodgers are gonna whip them. Don't let the Padres' recent shock factor beating the piss out of the
Kershaw's not gonna throw that bad.
But
no.
you see this? You've seen this
Kershaw's not gonna throw that bad. Tyler
with
says.
the Nationals a few years ago, with the Braves last year. Teams who kind of were counted out pretty early. The Padres, they're riding a pretty high.
They're getting
Pretty
hot at the right
high
time.
right
They're getting
now.
hot at the right time. I
They're
like
definitely getting hot
I
at
like
the
your
right time.
assessment there. They're getting hot at the right time.
I think they have the potential to be the closest series out of the four here because they see each other all year. Same with the Braves and the Phillies. So
It's
I think
good baseball analysis by
think
Lance right now.
they
Very
do. They
good.
see each other. They see each other the whole year. Darvish he's getting right at the right time.
Yep.
Musgrove.
He's
had
got the
his
little fuck
ear-
you in him.
Had his ear finagled by
Yeah.
an umpire in front of everybody.
That was something
Then-
else.
Continued to just shut the Mets up. So I don't know. The Padres are interesting. They're definitely interesting.
They're frisky. They're very frisky.
But the Dodgers are very, very good.
Dodgers are like the number 1 seed Bulls.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're good.
Then my Braves and the Phillies. As a Braves fan,
I'm not saying shit this whole time.
you can't go down to the Phillies here. After this was
Oh, but you can. It's really. It turns out they'll beat you 2 in a row at home.
This is a weird one because you almost seem more fraudulent than the Mets. If after you win the NL East, making fun of the Mets because they're out, and then you go and lose to the Phillies.
Are you talking about the Cardinals?
The Braves.
No, I'm talking about the Braves. If the Braves go out to the Phillies in this series,
I would laugh.
it looks worse than what the Mets did this year.
100%.
Yeah. As the defending World Series champs too.
Exactly. Like you have
They're
to.
not going to lose to the Phillies. Give me a break.
I'm just saying they can't. But compared to last year, the Braves team is a whole lot better than last year. We're not going to be starting our mid relievers.
But they don't have the magic this year.
They
Last
got-
year they had the magic. They had fucking lightning last year.
They got Acuna back this year.
I know, but you know how it was last year. You
he's
could
getting hot
feel
at
it.
the right
You could
time.
feel it.
The guy who got in a car got GUI.
No, that was Ozuna from the Braves.
Yeah, I'm Ozuna from the Braves.
That's what he said.
Okay, Tyler, for those of you, because you can't hear Tyler just said, isn't Acuna the guy who got the DUI? And then Lance with the classic body cam footage. No, I'm Ozuna from the Braves. Tried to get his way out of the DUI,
That's
just
what he
couldn't
said.
quite do it.
That's
Turns
what
out Ozuna from the Braves does not have enough pull to get you out of a crime.
Yeah, he should no longer be on the team. Just FYI. But
Okay.
that's our postseason analysis. My prediction.
World Series prediction from Lance Berkman.
My
Live in
predictions
studio
here-
guest Lance Berkman.
I'm gonna go Braves moving on, Dodgers moving on. I
Let's just say it.
will most likely be wrong here, but I got the Guardians beating the Yankees.
Oh, I thought you meant the World Series.
No.
Continue. Sorry.
I'm talking about moving on from this.
Okay,
floor
yeah.
Right now. Houston, Seattle. I think it'll be close for the first 2 games, and then you'll really see Houston's start and rotation depth just really take over.
Wow, what a good analysis by you. Wow. Okay.
You play
Yeah, that's
you play a
that's
few
huge.
years of fantasy baseball, and you got to know.
Fantasy baseball.
These
We'll
rosters.
take your word for it.
And then Guardians don't stand a chance against Houston, so Houston's going to the World Series. And then the Braves and Dodgers. My current favorite baseball rivalry right now, the Braves and the
Great
Dodgers.
good rivalry.
They're both pretty good over the same few years now. They've seen each other in the postseason a lot. The Braves rotation is looking strong. The Dodgers have signed an all-star team, but I got to take my Braves moving on. And then we got a Braves-Astros repeat World Series.
Oh, give me a break. It's possible. It's very possible.
And I wouldn't be
Astros.
surprised for the Braves to choke because back-to-back World Series is going to be hard, but I got to take the
Hey,
Braves.
back-to-back World Series would be fucking nuts.
It would be awesome. It's going to be really, really hard, but I got to take the Braves.
All right, and that is Talking Baseball with in-studio guest Lance Berkman. We appreciate his time. We
Thank
know
you very
you've had
much.
a very good career, Hall of Famer. Live golf. Live golf.
You talk about. Can you
listen.
even tell me the name of the guy who won? I'll get 20. I'll Venmo you $20 right now if you tell me his name.
It was like how about his first? If I get his first name,
I don't think they put his first name on the leaderboard.
if I get his first name right, I get $20.
No, you have to say his name.
No, you just said his name. If I say his name, it starts with an E. It's
Okay,
like,
that's awesome.
It's like Look, I don't know exactly, but I feel like it's like maybe like a Eugene Lance, that guy, Live Golf winner. It was the Bangkok. It was the Bangkok Invitational over in Thailand. I actually watched it on Saturday. I watched the whole final round. I thought it was great coverage, to be honest.
Was it the London?
No, it was Bangkok.
This is how hard it is to find out who won a Live Golf.
No,
event.
it's not that hard. It's on ESPN. It's everywhere. Look, for those of you who
It's
don't
on
know,
ESPN right behind women's basketball.
for the last 3 weeks, there's been a little bit of a abrasion in the circle of my friends as I've proclaimed a little bit of fandom to the Live Golf Tour. I like it.
He's avoiding the fact that he can't name the guy who just won.
Yeah, well, I can't tell you who wins the fucking well, actually I can tell you who wins pretty much every PGA Tour event. Okay, who is it? What's the guy's name? It was Eugene, right?
I think it's pronounced Eugenio.
Oh, maybe I was way off. Let me see it. Let me read his name.
It's like I think
There's
All you need to know is he won $4.5 million. Eugene, I'm telling you, it's Eugene. That's his name.
It's Eugenio.
Or Eugenio. It says Eugenio.
is that the name that goes on the leaderboard though? You watch the whole final round.
Yeah, I don't remember his last
They
name.
don't put his first name on the leaderboard.
I know, but I remember him.
Chikara.
They kept saying his first name though. Yeah, Chikara.
Eugenio.
There you go.
Mariners have an Eugenio.
$20 will not be exchanged.
All right, that's fine. But Live Golf is fucking sick.
Dude, Tom Kim beating Cantlay on the last hole is way more exciting than whatever that guy's name
No,
just
it's not
was.
because I didn't watch a second of it.
I watched the ending. It was good. Cantlay
Yeah.
choked. It was awesome. No hat Pat choked.
Whatever.
Don't tell me you wouldn't have liked to watch that.
I don't like Patrick Cantlay.
No, he choked. He got a triple on the last hole.
Oh, that's good. I would have liked to see that. Look, I have nothing against the PGA Tour. I love it. I love the PGA Tour.
But you
I can
said
like
you're
both.
a live guy.
No, I didn't say I'm a live guy. Well, I can be a live
You're
guy.
all in on live. That's
Yeah.
a quote. That's
Well,
a quote.
That is a quote. I'm all in. I'm all in on live because I want to be there at the ground level. I want people to know that I was here at the ground level because this thing it's taken off. Because guess what? They're playing in the majors. I'm telling you, they're playing in the majors.
Yeah, with their Mina Tour points.
There's no way that they're taking them out of the major. No way they take them out of the majors. At least not the U.S. Open or Augusta.
They can still get 17,000 people to watch it a day.
Well, when I was watching, there was like 20,000 people.
Holy crap.
It was also like 11 o'clock at night, midnight, 1 a.m. on a Saturday here. And let me tell
more
you.
people watch the F1 race in Japan.
Yeah, probably so. Hey, you got to start somewhere. I'm telling you. But here's what you need
You
to know
sound
about
like a USFL fan.
Here's what you need to know about the Live Golf Tour. Yeah, but
They don't have money. Yeah, I agree. That was a dumb comment.
Well, no, that's not even that. It's just that they didn't have they didn't have names. You need names. Liv has names, is getting names. The kid that won, Johanna or whatever his name is, he won $4.5 million. $4.5 million bucks.
Trust.
DJ won $18 million because he won the first ever individual championship. That's fucking awesome. That's awesome. And the course they played was so pure. It was actually a really cool course to watch on TV.
It's cool that he won money, but it doesn't mean anything.
No, not yet. But you have to have there has to be time for it to mean something. Because I guarantee you, the Shriners Memorial Invitational or Shriners Hospital Invitational didn't mean fucking shit its first year because it was a PGA Tour event.
Yeah, it did.
Well, it only meant something because it was a PGA Tour event. But the PGA Tour had to build up to something. It takes time. That's why none of these other football brands succeed. Just like they don't have names, but you have to have tradition. Like nobody knows the Packers because they started 5 years ago. People know who the Packers are because they started 100-some years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to give it a little time. I agree. I mean, there's not a lot of prestige involved with it right now. It's obvious.
Are you
to say
team
that.
high flyers?
Hey, dude.
Are you team Kraken Ace 4 aces?
Like it or not, it is a little bit interesting to watch the teams kind of. Like, they're not out there, like, really embracing the team element yet, I don't think, because it's so new. But
Pat Perez is.
yeah, he is. Well, he's embracing it because he fucking sucks and he's cashing out all kinds of cash from it.
The most. You can agree to this.
The Raiders wide
Especially right
receiver
now.
just signaled that he got a first down. He was probably like, I don't know, maybe 8 yards short. Sorry, go ahead.
The most exciting thing about Live right now is seeing the pictures of them partying on a plane.
It's cool. It's new. I mean, I don't know. I think you gotta look because I'll say I was a doubter. You need to give it like a week and just like be a part of it for a week and
It
then
needs
come back.
15 years.
I'm just telling you.
Actually, That's what that's an actual fair point.
Look,
it needs years.
It does. It needs
Years.
time. It needs time.
Tens of years.
Yes, it needs time. And that's why this is. And I don't want to spend the whole fucking night on live golf. Oh, Raiders deep ball.
Devontae Adams.
Boom,
touchdown.
Devontae Adams touchdown. Let's ride. Fantasy
He's the
football.
best. Everyone knows he's the best.
Lance and I high-fiving. Thank you, Devontae Adams. Okay, back to live golf. Here's why live golf can work.
Money.
I'll give you 3 reasons why it can work. And why other, battling sports leagues have not been able to succeed. 1, they have unlimited capital. They don't care. Now, can that go on forever? Probably not. But can it go on for the period of time that they need to sustain to actually get some viewers, get some sponsors, and that kind of stuff? Yes. 2, they have names. No, the NFL, the AAFL or whatever, didn't go and get Ben Roethlisberger when he was 3 years away from being done with his career. They didn't go get Peyton Manning when he was close to being done. They didn't go get Brett Favre to come out of retirement and throw footballs. They didn't get the fucking, Jalen Hurts out of college that was like, maybe. Liv is getting those guys. They're getting good players. They're getting more good players than anyone thought they were going to get, I think. They're getting, some of them are old, but they've got some. They got
Cam Smith.
Yep, they got Cam Smith, and they've got 3 or 4 guys that just came out of school. That it's going to be harder for them to build their name up because they're on the live tour. But they got 3 stud golfers. One of them won yesterday. That literally dropped out of school to go join live because he got $40 million to do it. And 3, I don't honestly think that the product that they put out is that bad. Like, it's not that much different than the PGA Tour, really. And the shotgun start thing, honestly, I thought it was kind of dumb. It's kind of interesting because it makes the guys be really aggressive all the time on Sundays. Yeah, whereas the PGA Tour, I like the fact that it's calculated and people know what's going on and they play accordingly. But live is cool because, like, honestly, if the guys are like within a couple of shots of each other, they're just going balls to the wall for the last 4 or 5 holes. Like, they're going at flags. It's crazy.
Yeah. I have one counterpoint.
Okay, go ahead. I'm willing to listen. I love the PGA Tour.
So how many years do you think they need?
Live?
Like, realistic, or you can just give me any number, honestly.
How many years do I think that they need for what? Lance is holding up his hand.
Till they actually get like a crowd, like that, a good crowd. Because right now we're at the point where they're paying Fox to go on TV, like advertisers do for commercials.
I think that if you give Liv 2 more full seasons, I think in the 3rd year you would see a crowd similar to like a mid-tier, low to mid-tier PGA Tour event. Probably mid-tier.
Now here's the real question.
That's just my honest answer.
Do you think the Saudi government goes that long without doing something atrocious? Because then what do the players do?
That's a really good.
That's where the money comes from. What do the players do when they kill 20 women because they're women, or they kill another journalist and put them into pieces?
I mean,
that is the question you need to think about.
These are honest questions.
That's actually a valid question.
Okay, I just also want.
They stoned a 16-year-old.
Look, okay.
The other week.
I know. Well, I actually didn't know that. I want to retract on the record. I did not know that.
I'm not saying that like that. I'm not calling anyone a bad.
I don't think that has anything to do with the golf.
No, but do you think? Do you think Cam Smith goes? I don't care about any of those people. I'm taking my money.
Well, he already has it. It's over. Look,
but okay, so you think he stays on the tour? If all that's happening?
Look, I'm telling you. Okay.
You got to think about that.
You got to think about it.
Because Jay Monahan isn't going out and doing that. I'll put a lot of money that he doesn't do that in his free time.
I mean, I got you, but I also feel like to a degree that even if you look at LIV today and guys that have signed with LIV recently versus the first guys that went there, and we talked about this a little bit before, the public reception of it is so much just like, It's almost like it's over. Now it's like almost like it's just an annoying thing for golfers. And yes. I really feel like they were just using it. And you know what's really fucked up here? Here's a spin zone on this whole thing, okay? If you're telling me that people really gave a shit about the humanity of it at first, like, did people really, like, some people maybe, but do you think Jay Monahan really cared that deeply about the humanity of it? Or do you think he saw an existential threat with unlimited money coming at his product that he knows he's just been mailing it in on for the last however many years he's been commissioner? And he was like, You have to pick an optic to use in the media, and he picked the humanitarian option and got everyone behind it. I mean, of course, there's terrible things that go on over there. Of course, we all know that. But we're talking about golfers. I mean, these people aren't. It's not like they're signing their blood onto this paper, being like,
They do call it blood money.
I know. Well, yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
they're sports washing.
I agree.
They're blood money.
But you're right. If they get over that hump of a couple years and all of a sudden people kind of start to forget, it's like, it came from this or that or whatever.
No, but it's not going to stop.
But in 2 years, if this continues, if LIV can continue on for 2 more full seasons, and they're going to have like 16 events or whatever this coming year, if they can continue on for those amount of seasons and get through that, they have a field of 48 players. They will have a full field of 48 players that were either on the PGA Tour, should have been on the PGA Tour, or are just like legends. Like, older guys that are legends.
I guess.
No, really. If they get 2 more years, I mean, how can these guys...
I just don't think it lasts that long because of the people. Like, I don't think they'll stay.
You don't think so?
Unless they're getting threatened.
Lance, you have thoughts on this?
He's been sitting. Lance liked my point. He knew it's true.
I'm playing devil's advocate a little bit too.
I don't watch LIV golf or barely any golf whatsoever.
Oh wow!
Great point.
What a detailed
analysis. That was a great point.
I'm so glad I gave you the
great point from our baseball analyst.
Yeah, baseball analyst Lance Berkman. Thank you for that input. I mean, it was
a good point.
Well, whatever.
All right.
Here.
LIV golf. Here he goes.
We're back.
I think LIV golf has 2 options here. They either don't try to be like the PGA, do their own thing,
which they're not,
or maybe it draws attention, or they just try to take over the PGA. That's their 2 options.
Well, they won't take over the PGA.
We'll see.
They won't. I will say that they won't take over the PGA Tour. The PGA Tour has too many sponsors. They have too many. They have too many big sponsors. And
we're talking about a tour that has to pay to be on TV.
Yeah. Okay. That's talking golf.
That's golf.
That's talking golf.
Congrats, Tom Kim, for winning a tournament that matters.
Yes. Yeah. Congratulations to Tom Kim.
Tom first person to win 2 before 21 since the 30s.
And he won like 2 out of 4.
Yeah.
Tom Kim's fucking awesome. I love Tom Kim. He's great. I have nothing bad to say about him. He's electric to watch. Super cool. He was great in the President's Cup. That was really the only story from the President's Cup.
He was on foreplay. He had a good interview.
Yeah. We love the.
I think he's coming on here next week. I'm not
sure.
Yeah,
Tom Kim here live in studio next week. We hope you'll join us. Okay. So that was golf. I think that we've talked a lot of sports recap for the last few weeks. We're gonna be more regular on this. We're back in the swing of things.
It's a busy couple of weeks.
And I believe now, before we do Power to the Rankings, we'll do the up down.
Okay.
No one's thought about this at all. I just brought it out of the dark. I just brought it out of the dark. You want to start?
Yeah, if I think of something.
All right. You're up.
My up is I got a new job. Honestly.
Yes. Tyler, new clap your hands. Yep, Tyler, new job. Congratulations on the new job. Tyler is up himself.
Yes.
Not, just financially, mentally, all the things. Not in the yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, we have up and down. So you have an up and down.
That was my up.
All right, my up.
Think of something.
My up, I'm gonna say is sports are up right now. Just sports in general. It's October. It's starting to become nice outside. It's almost enjoyable to go sit outside and watch sports in the state of Florida, even though it was very hot on Sunday. It's nice. You can get outside. You can put your TV on your porch. You can open the windows while you watch sports. We have baseball right now. Playoff baseball, which is fantastic to watch. One of my favorite things to watch. We have college football. We're in the thick of college football right now. Great conference play. Now we're kind of out of all this bullshit non-conference stuff. We're in the thick of conference play.
There's like 5 crazy college games next week.
Yes, there's great games this coming week, to include the likes of, I think, like Bama and Tennessee, which we talked about. I think USC and Utah play, which will be a good game. Florida plays LSU. There's Wisconsin Michigan and...
Yeah, it's Michigan.
I can't remember who Michigan plays. It's not... Yeah. They play somebody good.
Yeah, they do.
But yeah, sports are back. Sports weather's back. all that stuff. I mean, it's sports weather. It's sports weather. Basketball's coming back soon. Hockey's starting. It's just a good time to be a sports fan. And
hockey starts tomorrow.
I know. Well, no, it already started. The overseas games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the 2 games in the Czech. Lance, do you have an up? Do you want to talk about something that's up?
Do ups necessarily have to be positive, or can they just be something that's
trending upward? Something in your book that's trending upward.
Nuclear war tensions.
Oh. Okay.
They're definitely trending.
I would count that as my down.
But they're on the way up. Not in a positive way.
Yes.
Wait, can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Apparently,
China.
apparently Russia and China are not looking too hot for the rest of the world right now. But another up that has been a little bit, but I would say, how do I put this in all? I gotta get this all in one thing.
Put a tie bow on it.
Let's say shrimping and smoking cigars with the boys.
That was a good one.
It was a great night. We spent, what was it?
Several hours.
What day was it? Like
a couple
weeks ago. We finally caught some shrimp off of Garrett's parents' dock.
Yes, facilities.
And then went back to his brand new pool, smoked some cigars, and listened to old war stories, and it was a great time.
Yeah,
that's
my
positive.
That's a good
up.
time.
Nice, very good by Lance to have one statistical up and one emotional and mental up. We're proud of him for giving his first up of the week. Tyler, you're down.
I got nothing right now. Can you skip?
Okay, Lance is ready for the down.
We're doing a snake draft here.
Power bowls.
Oh.
Liz made a power. Like I mentioned. Let me just rant for a second.
Explain Elizabeth.
Liz, if you hear this,
explain. Can you?
I don't apologize.
Explain for listeners who Miss Liz is.
Does she listen?
All right, like every young man, you aspire to like be a little healthier. You know, I'm like, oh, I probably should eat better. So I mentioned this to Elizabeth Rose, my wife, and she makes me a power bowl. I'm like, oh, cool. Power bowls, all right.
What is a power bowl?
You know, I don't know, and I don't like them because
like quinoa and shit.
My power bowl was rice, apples, cranberries, and lettuce. Just not great combinations whatsoever.
There's nothing. Liz, by the way, awesome, fantastic. Honestly, could not say enough good things about her. I love having her over here. There's nothing powerful about that bowl.
Well, another up. Having my other up to follow that down is having a wife. Go get you guys a wife at some point in your life. Okay, you don't have to do it now, but Liz is a great wife.
Yeah.
This is not Liz. This is probably some man.
We thought
He got a phone call, and I thought it was his wife.
No, look.
That would have been funny. She's live listening. She has these.
Lance did too many ups. I mean, the guy did 3 ups. We've only had. I mean, just pick one, I guess. My down is my driver swing. I cannot hit my driver to save my life right now, and it is frustrating because I truly feel like every other part of my game, aside from my putting on Saturday, which was awful, my iron and wedge game right now is. My iron game in specific is as good as it's ever been. It's the best it's ever been. I'm hitting the ball fucking great with my irons, and I'm actually hitting wedges better. Like I'm hitting greens. I might not be getting it close, but I have par and birdie putts a lot right now, and I cannot hit my driver. I paid $565 for a driver last year, and guess what? When I hit it, it's awesome. But when I don't hit it, it feels just the same as the $60 one I had before. And when I look at it, it just frustrates the hell out of me. And I don't know what it is because I'm hitting everything else fine. It's so frustrating. And I'm taking it to Charleston this weekend. Couldn't be more scared. You have any comments on that? You saw me play on Saturday. I only took it out of the bag twice, maybe 3 times.
Yeah. And the 3-wood wasn't that hot either. I think I got used once.
You know what? You know what? Let me talk about the 3-wood, okay?
This 3-wood was almost gone, folks.
This podcast, it's been a long one. We're glad.
Who cares? We haven't done anything. We haven't done it for
probably no one's listening to this. We're about at the length of our normal show, and we haven't even done the power rankings yet.
That's good.
Yeah. I mean, we're going through it.
Mitch is gonna be pissed.
Mitch is gonna be pissed. Mitch only listens
to it
for
at work.
He only listens for like 5 minutes anyway. My 3-wood. Okay, for those of you who have never played golf with me, I hit the ball I hit it really far. And if I flush it, it won't move an inch off the line it's on. Won't move an inch. If I don't flush it, it's gonna be a little weird. My misses have been a lot better with my irons lately. A lot less shanks, a little pushy. Anyway, my 4-iron goes off the tee 245, 240. Okay, and I got I was playing good on the front 9 at Jack's Beach. I was playing fine. I was 3 over through 6, which I was totally fine with. I was like, I'm cool with that. I was happy. We were playing the back 9 first, which was harder than the front 9. A lot of water everywhere. It didn't hit in the water one time before this. I got up and I got all cute with it. It was a short par 4, wasn't it? It was 8.
Mm-hmm. It was 280.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it was the 17th hole at Jack's Beach, but it was our 8th hole.
And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna hit my driver here because I don't want to get it all the way up to the green. I was like, I wasn't confident with it, and then but I had been hitting my 4-iron so good all day and through the last couple rounds, and I was like, the 4-iron won't quite get there, so I thought I'll hit the 3-wood because I could roll it up there. Well, guess what? Guess who topped their fucking 3-wood right into the water in front of the tee box? Me, this guy. It made me so mad. I was a quarter inch away from this thing going into the drink, the 3-wood. You saw it happen live.
Yeah,
it was depressing.
It was hard to watch.
And then I got my 4-iron because I had to re-tee it. I got my 4-iron, striped one, probably 250, right down the center right of the fairway. Bladed my wedge over the green, bladed my wedge back over the green, and then I think I made the next shot or something. And I got like a fucking 7 on that hole. Next hole I got an 8 on, so I ended up being like 9 over through 10 or 10 over through 10 through 9 or whatever it was. And it sucked. And that was my golf game. So my down is my driver. Not my golf game, but my driver. Sorry for the rant.
And my down is losing down 1 to Dave and Garrett. We gave him strokes, and we choked the last 2 holes. We were up 1 with 2 to play. Lost them both.
Wait, where was this? When was this?
At Jack's Beach.
Oh, but that doesn't count because it was a handicap score. But listen, Logan, if you're listening to this, I got some shit to call you out on.
He's not. Wait, Logan, if you're listening right now, we will both Venmo you $5.
Logan, if you say the word lavender to me in the next, I'll give you 3 days from when this comes out.
Yeah,
when this comes out, 3 days, 72 hours. Is that right? 72? Yeah. 72 hours. Engineering degree, by the way. Graduated with it. 72 hours. If you say the word lavender in a text message to either of us, I'll give you $50.
That's very reasonable.
$50.
You know what though? It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. $50.
And if it is, sorry, we're dogging on you, Logan.
No, I'm not.
I don't.
We're not dogging on him.
I just don't think you listen.
No one probably is, and that's fine. But listen, Logan.
If anyone is, if you text me lavender, I'll give you $1.
I start telling this guy that we gotta play best ball or we gotta play against each other, but I was like, we need strokes. He's better than all of us. He's better than all of us.
I said I'll give you strokes as long as I get some too, because we were playing best ball.
Yeah, we should. I'm saying I probably should have gotten Dave and I should have probably gotten about the same amount roughly, or maybe one of us got one more or less than the other, and then you maybe should have gotten either. We should have all been within 3 strokes of each other. All of us should have been within 3 strokes of each other, and Logan refused to give us strokes. So we suggested it, and then
we did.
And then on the 4th tee, Dave and I were down because we can't compete in a best ball with the 2 of you. And he starts getting, he's mad. He starts getting a little feisty at me about why do we have to give you strokes or we have to give you strokes? And I was like, well, we could have just figured this out on the tee box, and I wouldn't have been mentally destroyed by the 4th hole.
Yeah, because we were up, I think
3 through 4.
And 5 through 6.
No, it never got to 5. It only got to 4.
Yeah, we were beating you by 5 at one point.
No, because we stopped.
Oh no,
we
were beating you by 4. We were beating you by 4.
We stopped it at
4 through 5.
We stopped the bleeding at 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was tough. All right, that was the up down. Did you do it down? Do you have it down?
Yeah, I do have something about my golf game. If I'm within 150, it's going within 12 feet. But if not, it's not hitting the green.
Yeah, that was actually nuts. He was throwing.
I actually threw 7 or 8 seeds, within 10 feet.
Yeah, no, you did.
It was actually kind of crazy.
I kept track, by the way. I hit 10 out of 18 greens in regulation.
Wow.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I haven't done that in a long time. 10 of 18.
Dude, because we played that front 9, and I literally felt. I told Logan on our 8th hole that when you hit I was like, I feel horrible. I didn't feel good. Played 1 decent, and then 2 I hit it to 8 feet, 3 I hit it to 10 feet, 4 I hit it to 10 feet, 5 I didn't finish, and then 6 I threw it to 8 feet again.
Yeah, I know, it was nuts.
And I was like, damn, because I wasn't 160. I was like in between like 120 and like 145, 150 each time, and I was just flighting it.
I shot 10 over on the front and 2 over on the back.
What'd you end up shooting again?
87.
I shot an 88.
Yeah, I think I shot.
And I literally hit 7 seeds.
I think I shot or maybe I shot 11 over on the front. I shot 11 over on the front, and then I shot like 4 over on the back. I played great on the back. Anyway, that's the golf game. Maybe get some productions out of Charleston. All right, we're gonna do snake drafts. We're gonna do snake. We're gonna do snake. Power to the rankings.
Snake.
Welcome back. Power to the rankings.
I already forgot what I
You've been missed. We're back. We're officially back. We're gonna have 3 participants this time. Maybe we'll.
Tres Preguntas.
Yeah. All right. This week we'll be ranking. Drum roll, please. Top 5 sporting events to go to in person. We'll be ranking top 5 sporting events to go to in person. Tyler, you want to give us a start?
My 5?
Number 5, snake draft.
My number 5 is the Monaco Grand Prix.
Oh, wow.
Preferably on a yacht. Because if you're at that race, that means you're either with someone or you are somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very good analysis there. That
and
actually,
it's the Monaco Grand Prix.
You know, actually, one of my neighbors actually went. He won he was like a sales guy, and he won a trip to that from his work.
I bet it was sick.
Yeah, he said it was awesome.
And they got one of the best casinos in the world.
I don't love that. I probably would never leave.
You know, if you have to have like, I think you have to make like over $600,000 or something to even live there for more than a month. Oh, to like own anything there, you have to be like ridiculous rich.
Yeah, Monaco, nice place. Monaco Grand Prix from Tyler at number 5. That'd be a sweet spot. Mine, this might be a little controversial to some people, being this low down on the list, is the Super Bowl. The reason the Super Bowl is not higher for me, I mean, I feel like it speaks for itself why you would want to go. I mean, I don't really have to explain it. But why it's a little bit lower on my list is I feel like you don't get like the true like hardcore fan experience at a Super Bowl. And this is speaking from someone who's never been, but it's a lot of corporate tickets and it's a big production and it's normally really far away from your city. So it gets a little pricey for people and whatnot. But I'd really love to go to one, even if I'd obviously love to go if my team was playing, if the Jags was.
If the Jags go, we have to go.
We have to go, yeah, or at least go to the city. We don't have to necessarily. Yeah. I want to go. We'll go if the Jags go. We'll go. We'll
cough up a grand.
I'm more like probably like 5.
Yeah, probably.
All in. Yeah.
I meant like each person.
Yeah. Well, each person probably. Yeah.
For a ticket at least.
Yeah, it's like last year it was like $2,000 to get in the door.
Fuck.
Yeah, so it'll be tough. But anyway,
that was in LA, right?
Exactly. So it's expensive. And yeah, I don't know. I'd love to go to Super Bowl though. So if anybody out there has got an extra ticket, or if you got some hookups, just follow us on sports. Happy Sports Hour. Happy Sports Hour.
Sports Happy Hour.
Yeah, Sports Happy Hour. It's something like that. We'll get it. Link in the bio. Follow us on Twitter if you're still listening. If you're still listening. By the way, we owe you some fucking money because
I told him I'll give him $1 if they text me lavender.
Yeah, lavender. Texas
Lance,
lavender.
you don't count.
Actually, we'll give you now. This is a $2 Venmo. Now, if you send us the keyword Crocs, the keyword Crocs is now worth $2. $2 Venmo. If
it's not lavender. It's now Crocs.
It's Crocs.
No, it's lavender and Crocs, and you have to each of us.
Yeah, each of us. Yep, got to do it. Or DM us or tag us on Twitter. Lance, your number 5.
Yep, that works.
All right, my list is pretty heavy on only a couple sports.
You get 5 and then 4.
Okay,
so
all right.
You're 5 and then 4. Snake.
All right, my 5 is gonna be the Ryder Cup.
Ooh.
I feel like the Ryder Cup looks like a lot of fun.
Things are being changed on our paper.
Very competitive. Garrett is now scratching something out of his paper.
No, I can't. I gotta go with what I started with.
Now he can't. He's sticking to his guns.
That was a good fucking pick.
It's my number 5 though. I gotta get through some baseball stuff.
Okay, go ahead.
So number 4, the World Baseball Classic. I'm so excited.
What even is that?
What is that?
So for those who don't know,
what is that?
For those who don't know,
is that Little League?
No,
it's Little League.
Little League World Series is his number 1.
The World Baseball Classic.
Is that when they play in the cornfield?
Is where all the countries to get the best players from either the pros or even the minors. They go play for their home country, and then all the countries play against each other. So the last baseball classic, USA won.
So it's the Olympics.
Yes, the Olympics for baseball.
Or the World Cup for baseball.
You want to go to the Olympics. You want to go to the World Cup for baseball.
For baseball. This is what this is.
Okay.
And
Why don't they just call it the World Cup of baseball?
And it is electric. Go look up some World Baseball Classic highlights. It's electric. It's not your traditional MLB, like, be respectful, like everybody's in their face. All the like Team Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic, they're nasty.
I was gonna say, isn't it just USA, Japan, Puerto Rico, and the Dominican?
You got the Netherlands are in there.
Oh, okay.
Like it gets very.
Name 2 Netherlands MLB players.
It gets very specific. World Baseball Classic.
All right, we'll respect your number 4. Next.
Okay, World Baseball Classic. I don't think probably anyone agrees with you there. I would definitely rather go to the Ryder Cup. I'd rather
go to a Jags game.
Just go.
I'd rather go to a Thursday night jumbo shrimp game and drink $2 Miller Lights.
Yeah.
And I hate Miller Lights.
Bud Lights.
It's coming back. They're doing the seating right now.
Dude.
All right, well, we're going to look for
free tickets to the Iceman games through my work now.
It's coming back this year.
That's sick.
Well,
you got to go.
Y'all are gonna love it.
Okay, World Baseball Cup for Lance. My number 4 is...
Just change it.
No, okay, I'm not going to change it. I'm going to go with my original list, but I've been thinking about a lot of different
I'll do it too, then.
I'm going to stick with my original list. My number 4 was the Rose Bowl. I'd love to go to the Rose Bowl just for a game, and I want to see the Rose Bowl like parade and do all the fucking festivities down there. It's just like one of the most iconic venues in American sports. I'd love to go there for the Rose Bowl game, not like fucking UCLA or whatever. I'd like to go there for the actual Rose Bowl game when the national championship is there, more specifically.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if it's not the national championship, then it's just Oregon playing Penn State.
Yeah,
I'd like
to go to the Rose Bowl for a national championship, and if I can even get more specific, if the Gators were playing in it, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But just in general for the national championship. True. All right.
I want to change this, but I'm not gonna.
We'll talk about our changes that we would have made at the end.
I said.
Yes, honorable mentions.
I put this at 4 because it just looks so sick on TV. The Open at St. Andrews.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be a good trip too. You could make a golf trip out of it. You could go there for a week. Yeah.
That'd be epic, dude.
It looks so cool on TV.
That.
You got to deal with the elements too. Like that's part of it.
Dude, I want to go there.
And everyone's just housing beers.
I know.
And you know they're not $20 like they are here.
And the town there too just looks fucking amazing, man.
You can just walk to the pub from the 18th green.
This looks like a epic place to go. Great pick.
I would put the Ryder Cup in there too, but I'm not gonna. We'll talk about that.
Next up, Lance is gonna be like home run derby.
My number 2 and 3 are the same sport, but my number 3 is the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, okay.
Only because it's. I mean, if I could say a Jags Super Bowl, it'd be number 1.
Yeah.
But
Jags
when's that gonna happen?
Never. I don't know. Maybe when we're dead.
Losing belief.
Yeah.
Come on, Trevor. Just don't be ass.
The Super Bowl. I like that. The Super Bowl. It's an iconic.
Why couldn't they have just done it in 2017? I would have been there.
Dude, I know.
I would have been in the city.
Where was it?
It was in Minneapolis.
Oh, that's right.
I have family there.
Oh man, I know that sucked. We missed out. Lance's fist pumping.
Josh Jacobs scored. That's good for me.
I just recently announced that on that
Jacobs.
My number 3, Army Navy. I'd love to go to an Army Navy game.
I'd fall asleep.
I think it. No, I mean, look.
Triple option versus not triple option.
But dude, the atmosphere, the stadium, the whole the experience outside is supposed to be epic. I would love to go to an Army Navy game. I've been to a Navy game in Annapolis before. That was really awesome. But Army Navy is just the tradition there is it's a good one. It's hard to pick from all these college football games. We'll do the honorable mentions at the end, but yeah. I got Army Navy on my list to go to at some point. It's an insanely tough ticket. You can't even really buy tickets to it. It's all family. Really? Yeah, it's all. Yeah, it's
I didn't know that.
It's super tough to get into. So I'd love to do that one at some point. Lance, you're number 3 and 2. Don't say it.
I swear to God.
These are gonna be more respectable. Okay, if you're a baseball fan, you'll understand World Baseball Classic. So don't let them deter you from the World Baseball Classic.
I don't know if he knows this. He's literally talking to nobody. Even if anyone's watching, no one cares about baseball.
If you text me World Baseball Classic, I'll give you $25.
Yeah, we'll actually. You'll have to pay us to
Dude, there's a lot of money on this podcast.
If you can text me the last 3 winners of the World Baseball Classic, I'll give you lots of money.
Oh, okay.
All right, number 3 and 2. Number 3 is going to be the venue might be a little controversial. Okay.
Oh boy, here we go.
No.
Really greasy.
Yankees, Red Sox.
Oh.
Okay.
At Fenway, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Most
I did get greasy.
Most baseball fans go with Yankee Stadium.
It's brand new compared to history.
No, the old one. The old
That
one.
doesn't. I mean, what are we? We're not time travelers.
But Yankees, Red Sox at Fenway. That's my number 3. Then my number 4.
I actually love that pick.
My number 4 is gonna be the Masters.
I think that's your number 2, but
My number 2 is gonna be the Masters.
that's a great pick.
Masters is probably their number 1s, but I have a better number 1, so that'll be that.
All right. Lance, I liked that. The Masters and what you said something right before that. Yankees Red Sox. Sorry. Yankees Red Sox at Fenway. I totally agree with you. Fenway.
That would have been a good one.
I'd love to do Fenway. Fenway and Wrigley Field are on my very high on my bucket
Just
list.
be acclimated with all the mass holes.
Very
It'd be
high
awesome.
on my bucket list. All right, my number 2. Any Game 7 of the World Series in like a cold true baseball town. So I'm talking like my true baseball towns are like Chicago, New York, Boston. I would like to do Boston.
Philadelphia,
LA, like
probably.
the Dodgers would be good.
No, it's not gonna happen anytime soon. But Baltimore at Camden would be cool.
I don't give a shit about Baltimore, Philadelphia.
There's a lot of homeless people around there, though.
Yeah.
What about Atlanta? Heard that's a baseball town.
No, I'm not doing Atlanta. No, let me think if I got any more like true real baseball towns I'd like to see it in.
Isn't Kansas
St.
City?
Louis? Duh. I mean, I can't.
Isn't Kansas City's kind of sick?
You know who's got a great stadium is the Pirates. Yeah, I think
Pittsburgh.
Dude, their stadium is
Well, the city
fantastic.
Pittsburgh.
Have you been to it? It's so nice. I've been to it.
I haven't been, so.
I've been to it. It's really, really nice.
I heard the Rays stadium's really nice.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah. I can't do it as good as you. But yeah, true baseball town, Game 7, World Series, at home, under the lights, cold fall air. That's like, I would... And I'd like to go with my grandpa, my dad, and my brother. I'd like to do that. That'd be a good one. All right, you're number 2. And then you got number 1 also. We're going to snake it back.
I like the pick, but you're going to go... You'd rather go to a Game 7 World Series than a Super Bowl?
Yeah, I would. I really would.
Really?
Yeah.
That's greasy.
I would rather go. I'd rather go. I'd rather go to Game 7 World Series.
Yeah, it did. It was... Wasn't it your 5? Wasn't it your 5? Oh,
if it was this year and the Cards made it, it would be number 1 by a long shot to go watch them play in that. I would specifically in either Busch Stadium, Fenway Park, or Wrigley Field. Those 3 specifically.
Yeah.
All right.
My number 2 is in the cold, a game at Lambeau Field.
Oh, that's so good. Fuck.
It doesn't have to be
night
like
game.
negative 40,
Ooh.
but like a night game where like I'm in town and I can volunteer shovel snow off the bleachers. I can just go sit there and be cold and watch football. I feel like that's how like when they made football, that's how they wanted it to be made. That's how they wanted it to be made is just go play in the goddamn cold where you can't even feel the ball.
I know. By the way, really quickly, I'm going to interject on this. The Raiders are beating the Chiefs 14-0 at home.
I need them to keep doing it. I need the Chiefs defense to just keep getting negative
Yeah,
points.
this is nuts. And the fucking Chiefs are punting. Okay, Tyler, great number 1 pick. That's a really good pick. I mean,
Number 2.
Was that your number 2?
Yeah, my number 1 is the Masters.
Oh, he snaked it, and it's the Masters. And guess who's at number 1 with the Masters with you? Specifically, Sunday Masters.
Me and Garrett will be there one day.
It's one day. I don't know how long. I don't know how long it'll take.
I'll tell you
That
what.
was like Logan on the first episode saying that we were going to quit our jobs for this.
I'll tell you one thing.
You remember that?
Yeah. No, I said that.
No.
I said that's the goal.
Yeah. Logan was like, possibly quit our jobs. I was like, yeah. Love my job. If my employer's listening, still love it.
To be fair, the
Tyler does
Masters
too.
is like
And
the
Austin.
most reasonable on this
Lance.
list that any of us go to. Except for
No.
I mean, he's gonna show up to the
World
5,000.
Baseball Cup,
Yeah,
they're gonna
I was just
fucking
about to
pay him
say.
to go.
Baseball Classic.
Or
The-
whatever
all
it is.
15,
the FIFA
all
World
15
Cup of
people.
baseball.
I already texted you highlights from World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, and guess what? I looked. It had 47 views, less than Live Golf.
Dude, it's playoff baseball.
Hey, wait. Can I ask you this? What stadium do they get people in here? I bet you it's the Birmingham Bowl of baseball.
The Birmingham Bowl.
Dude, what dog shit stadium do they play in?
All of the MLB stadiums.
Name one.
They played in Miami's field.
Wow.
Okay, listen. They're not gonna get the World Baseball Classic and the freaking Fenway. Like that's not happening.
Then it should not be on this list.
Okay, well, look.
I'm kidding.
I'm willing to give the World Baseball Classic a chance on YouTube. I'll watch some highlights.
When is this on?
Acceptable.
What time of the year?
World Baseball Classic is coming back in March of 2023.
Is it every year?
It's like the Olympics. It's like every 3 or 4 years.
Okay, all right. So it's got some
I'm
prestige.
gonna make a wager.
Prestige worldwide.
I don't know, but it's gonna be the same week as TPC, and I'm just gonna miss it. It's not even gonna exist in my world that week.
I'm gonna hold you up to it. I'm gonna watch it.
Dude, if it's on during the players, it is not gonna be. These guys are not watching it.
At least the championship one.
Facts. The number one for me, I just said it, is the Masters. We didn't really get into it. Why it's number one? I mean,
everyone knows. We didn't have to say. Yeah, I mean,
it's the fucking Masters. It would be awesome. Just to go to Augusta. Shit. I mean, I'd like to go. Really, my number one. Like, man, I'd love to. Obviously, I'd love to play it. I don't know how I would ever get to play it, but I would like to. You know, sneaky Vegas odds-on favorite, first person to get to be able to play at Augusta is Chase.
Yeah, finance
Chase,
bro.
Yeah, it's Chase. He would get to play there, and he's terrible at golf.
I actually learned a
code word
a couple of weeks ago that I might be able to get practice round tickets.
How?
Don't
say. We'll talk about it after. Yeah, we'll talk about it after.
Not gonna reveal too much.
My number one's the Masters. I'd love to go. Masters Augusta. If you're listening. I applied. I think that you made a mistake. Something happened. I got rejected.
Yeah, something that if you need my social security number again, just let me know.
Something happened. You guys, there was a system error. It was accepted. It said that I was rejected. Just please let us know. Raiders about to score again.
All right,
Josh Jacobs.
My real quick number one should be pretty obvious. World Series.
Yes.
That sucks. The Braves kind of came out of nowhere last year, so it would be hard to make it. But now they got some young talent. You know, they're signing a bunch of their young guys.
Job.
Yeah, so it won't be a surprise if they go to the World Series this year, and maybe I can make it to one here soon. But I'll snake it back to y'all with some honorable mentions.
Okay, yeah, do that.
I'll snake it back. I have 2 honorable mentions. My first one is Duke and North Carolina basketball game.
Ooh.
It'd have to be in North Carolina. I'm not going to that stadium with no AC. Fuck that.
Basketball stadium.
Yeah, they don't have AC in the Duke arena.
Well, still,
That can't be true.
It'd be a fun
Dude,
game.
call Dave right now. Call Dave right now. I'm calling him.
No,
you can keep talking. I'm gonna call him.
All right, they're gonna call and
Yeah, you call him.
look. They're gonna ask about the HVAC in the freaking Duke Stadium.
Dude, that fucking matters, dude.
I'm not the biggest basketball fan, but that'd be a very fun game to go to no matter what. Oh, here we go.
From an article in 2002, Cameron Indoor Stadium has installed a $3 million heating and air conditioning system.
Dude, that was 20 years ago. We're almost as old as that.
That's what I'm saying.
They installed it.
Doesn't mean it's working still.
This guy.
What's it called?
Cameron Indoor Stadium.
They would have installed a new one if it broke 20 years ago.
It's like against the law for there not to be an AC unit in a building.
All right, Duke North Carolina basketball game. Not the biggest basketball fan, but this will be fun.
Yep.
Looking back on it, this probably could have made my list, but I know zero about this. Is the Kentucky Derby?
Oh.
I feel like the Kentucky Derby.
Yes.
I know zero.
Yes.
I know zero things about horse racing except for the fastest horse wins, and the way
That was a great analysis.
the way that people act at this Kentucky Derby, when it's just people wearing like flamingo costumes, pretty much. It just looks like the greatest thing ever. That's my honorable mentions.
The Kentucky Derby, great pick. Sorry, I didn't mean to rip the microphone away from you. Very good honorable mentions by Lance. My honorable mentions, I'll also say the Kentucky Derby. It's not that expensive to go, actually, if you go to the infield. Yeah, I'd love to go. Just do the whole gambling thing, dress up, drink cocktails all day, just fucking have a blast. I like to do that. Another honorable mention I had was I'd like to go to a World Cup game. Actually,
Yeah,
if the United States is playing in it, I'd like to go to the World Cup.
Men's or women's?
Well, either. I think would be
We'll
great.
have more success in the women's.
Well, the women's won more recently than the men did.
That's what I just said. They'd be
More successful.
Oh, you
they'd
said
be more
okay,
successful,
yeah.
yeah.
I would like to go to the Ryder Cup. I would love to go to the Ryder Cup in Europe, more specifically. I would really like to do that. I think that'd be a blast. What else? What else would be on my list? Oh, a Penn State whiteout game at night would be cool. Not enough to make the bucket list though. A Virginia Tech Enter Sandman. I'll just fucking leave after they do Enter Sandman. The rest of the game I don't care about.
Yeah, it's not even worth the ticket.
Yeah, I'd like to be there for that. Ohio State, Michigan. I would actually like to go to as much
In the
as
big house or in the horseshoe?
I'd rather go in the big house. I hate both of those schools' football teams, but it'd be a cool event to go to. At least just like go hang out at. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that'd be interesting. Talladega, but it's NASCAR. You can watch it on TV.
Yeah.
Any? Am I missing something? What else do you think?
I have one that you guys.
Yeah,
can
get
tackle.
it. Say it.
I've been to
March
one.
Madness. I'd like to go to March Madness.
I've been to one, but I'd rather be one where they win the whole thing. Is a Stanley Cup final game.
Oh, I've been to a Stanley Cup final game. Also.
I went to Game 3 this year. The only game the Lightning actually looked good. We won 7-2.
Yeah, I saw that.
In that stadium, it was nuts.
I went to the first ever Columbus Blue Jackets playoff game. How about that?
Did they win?
No, they got fucking smoked by the Red Wings in like 2010.
Wait, I thought you said Stanley Cup.
It was a Stanley Cup playoff game. It wasn't like.
Oh, I meant final.
No, I know. I mean final too, but I mean
okay.
I'm talking. That was their first ever playoff game,
Yeah, that's sick.
and they'd been a franchise for like 12 years. They're like the Jaguars.
Yeah, it's like when the Jags
Of
gave out
hockey.
flags because we finally made the playoffs, won our division.
They gave out towels.
That's what I meant, towels.
Towels. Well, I mean, of course you do that. Towels. They gave out towels this weekend for Tony Baselli. Fucking whatever. Give me a fucking.
Was that nice? Was that nice? The ceremony?
It was. Yeah, it was pretty nice. I mean,
It was just 109 degrees.
yeah, it was hot as shit. But they've look. I love Tony Baselli. I love the Jaguars. They've been dragging this shit on for forever. I mean, the guy. I mean, like, congratulations and all, but Fred Taylor should be the first Jaguar on the Hall of Fame. Like, what are we even talking about?
Yeah, I agree.
What are we talking about?
I agree.
I mean, okay, that's that. Are we missing any other big sporting events? Kentucky Derby is a great call by you.
Any of the Olympic stuff?
Olympics? I'd go to.
I would have liked to have been there in 08 when Michael Phelps won every gold ever.
Yeah, that would have been sick. The Michael Phelps gold medal stuff would have been nice.
I can't think. I was going to say World Cup.
Yeah.
Texas, Oklahoma. That'd be fun.
Nah. I don't care enough.
Night game at LSU. I've done that though. That's a good one.
How's that going? Do you remember?
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome. It was fantastic. Actually, that was a great environment. Still think the swamp is better, but
Good call.
That's all I got.
Jags home playoff game. That was fun.
Yeah, that's nowhere near my top.
It was
For
fun,
me,
though.
it is,
was fun.
but no
Did
one's
you
gonna
go?
say that.
Did you go?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Went to the Falcons and the Packers playoff game whenever they choked the Super Bowl.
You went?
Yeah, when Atlanta smoked the Packers.
That was a great game. That was I think that was my first NFL game too.
Wow, that's a
Really?
good game to go to.
It was awesome.
If your team's winning like that.
It was in the Georgia Dome too.
Old school.
Wasn't it one of the last games?
I think it was the last game, or at least the last NFL game in the Georgia Dome.
Wow.
They blew it out
Perez.
and the bus got-
That was fake, right? That was definitely staged. Like they planned that.
Yeah, it was just like a random camera. It wasn't like
No, they.
There was
planned that.
multiple
That
cameras,
was
but
planned.
that camera had a
No,
buzz.
That was planned.
There's no way.
It was planned. Google it. It was planned.
It was planned.
Conspiracy theory.
I got you.
All right. Well, this has been another edition of Happy Hour Sports. I mean, this has been a long episode.
Where are we at?
We had to catch up.
We're probably an hour 50 into this one. It's been a long
Fuck.
one. If you're still listening,
Congrats.
Some more words out.
this will be a $5 Venmo code.
Oh, we've already put our
Mahi,
money in.
mahi.
No, $5 total divided among however many people.
We're not even gonna remember. Somebody Somebody's gonna do all of it, and we're gonna owe them like $300.
The last. If you text
Lavender is worth $1. Crocs is worth $2.
And if you text
World
all
Baseball Classic is worth 50.
all three of
To
us,
Lance.
if you text World Baseball Classic Lance Berkman,
You gotta figure out my number too.
yes, to all three of us, we'll
Or
each
yeah.
give you $5.
You gotta send an email to Garrett's grandpa. He can probably get my number.
Yep, and then we'll. Yeah, it's been a good edition of Happy Hour Sports. We'll probably try and maybe catch up one day before Charleston, which would mean we'd have to record Wednesday, which is probably not feasible.
I can.
Possibly do something Wednesday. I'm not sure what sports-wise will happen before then, but
We can
still
predict the
talk.
week.
Yep, we can do. Yep, we'll do NFL predictions. We'll do that Wednesday. And yeah, this has been Happy Hour Sports. We've been happy to have special studio guest Lance Berkman with his
And baseball analyst.
lead baseball analyst, Happy Hour Sports Media, Lance
Sports
Berkman.
Happy Hour.
Sports Happy Hour, Lance.
Sports Happy Hour.
Sports hours are happy. Hours of sports happy. And T Grizz live in studio. This show has been sponsored by Old Forester.
Waiting for the email back, of course.
Yep. And sponsored by. No, that's it. We're done. It's Happy Hour Sports. Thanks for listening. Until next time, drink it up.